instead, holding off.
They're thinking about faster engage, it seems. The ability to snap engage paired alongside the Pantheon and the Rise. I mean, this KC composition, I would say it's volatile in the sense that very squishy. The first thing I notice is when you think if you're second onto an objective.
Bottom being able to punish now for Dragon. Kana being able to get that solo win as well on that top side. This is KC, at least 6 minutes in, having a very strong start to this series.
Now, the swap that we would typically KC, bringing their bot lane to where KOI's bot lane is. They're keeping them matched. They're keeping the top lane matchup matched as well. Now, KC in a position to secure these grubs. But
KOI engage, turn, great by Alvaro again on Rally, gets it back to Storm and Flatty. He's kaput. Over to Jojo to start the fight off as Cyclone into a Yike who decided to be here. His ulti's already down. Yike has no escape, and now Yoya knows it. What a punish and what a charm again. This is why you don't give Jojo this sexy little fox.
Alvaro was huge on that engage. The flash, 3-man, sets up for the stun on Vladdy. Rise is rinsed.
Trying to fight, force the fights here, especially when like,
ooh, big execution. Starts us up, doesn't it? Ignites down Mirwin. Not tagged, because outside the W, I believe. Kana doesn't get the damage off, but it's turning into a dive. Dagda is Mirwin dead.
I think he is, Yike.
It's quickness. The meter work's going to help out, isn't it? But for how long? Close with an easy kill and an easy dive.
Vladdy playing very safe under the mid lane tower, denying MKOI any sort of answer.
Also just a smooth rotation, the push in mid.
MKOI as they try and contest, so you can kind of see, okay, it's going to be the gate out, but Kana always has these options to go for it as Alvaro.
Engages onto Alvaro. It's a quickness in response. Targma starts it off. Crash down his disengaged team becomes first out of Mirwin. On the other side, I see Jojo teleporting to another angle in front of a ward because it picked off Yike, who ran in charm. Went astray. It's not the same as last fight. As Cyclone as well in the back. Kana rinsing them. He's going to die. That's the trade-off, though. With the pressure he's provided, he's made it awful. Rather, excuse me, it's KOI with numbers down.
Kana taking down Jojo and Alvaro. Looked a little dicey as he went into the backline, but here we go.
This is a semi-global that adds even more. Mirwin's caught out. This is like a fridge without a freezer. What's the point? Kalista into a fight. The big engage that we've relied on, which we didn't see last fight, is not there. Crash down regardless. Targetman's caught out. His Celestial Blessing buying time, and Kalista comes in to save the play. A front to back now with the Fates call as well, and Kana finding the cutoff angle. The top laner, Korean, is doing it again with a shuriken flip land in place. Yoya will drop where he stands. KC are winning fight.
To the next target. There is no coordinated front-to-back play coming out from KOI. They are disconnected in how they approach these fights. Themselves already at soul point. 18 minutes into the game, 3 dragons secured.
Jojo. He was in the middle of the way, but now he's in trouble. Yike's going to get the stun down. Last of the Spirit Rush, but he's not getting out. Jojo down for Fly.
Has the ultimate to take him to safety should they need. You can see how the momentum has very much shifted in favor of KC.
It does feel like a great lane for Kalista and Targamas has shifted from what we saw last time. When Super and Alvaro are able to outplay, Kana doing the same. Mirwin brings out the needlework, but he's going to need it against different members. KC flanked from the foreground, but in front, Kana stands his ground. Teleport to send him away with Herald to block and take the turret. KC have top open as well, while Jojo's trying to get bot.
I was going to say, honestly,
I apologise therefore, but that's just the nice guy in you showing up. You're getting us ready in a very nice, soothing way for 15 seconds of the fight. KOI maybe the same flash. Engage the all-in. It works. Kalista's down. He's caught out. This is giving me deja vu, but Tarkman recovers the fight, puts him up against the wall, and Kana slides us right through. Mirwin sidestep, but Kana shuriken flip. He's landed that. He's on no HP. He goes back in. Super flashes away. Dies to a spear. But the cinema of game 1 warms your heart.
how the hell did KC just win that? The 80 carry is picked off.
It gives space for Vladdy to then work with Yike to clean things up.
Yeah, and especially as Jake was already highlighting there, the fact you've got Hex Tech Soul now for KC off the back of it, yeah, it was a phenomenal circle. Great circle usage. But yeah, I think it's just...
Just yet. Now, push here from KC towards mid.
Kana's behind, though.
Top wave getting done as well. Quickness onto Alvaro. He runs away. Realm Warp to catch him as well. And the support engages down. KC have got numbers again as they open up mid alongside. Shadow will not catch his life. Kana played with them, toyed with them while Baron went down at the cost of no lives.
They need to try and get out of here, though. Vladdy's walked away. No Realm Warp available, but they're going.
Stuns up. Mirwin wanted the kill, but now he's going to severely regret the day he walked into KC. KOI are going to stun him up, try and get their way out. He knows, Yoya, that there's only one way out, and that's in a coffin. As KOI are getting picked apart. This game no longer close.
KC are just tearing KOI asunder. Every single pick, every single skirmish, KOI, they're just getting caught out everywhere. And Kana drawing so many tools in the mid lane as well to then get away to safety just adds insult to injury. Vladdy, he's getting dangerously low.
He is. Alvaro will get the engage, but it's about the follow-up here. Super autos him down. Shutdown goes to Alvaro, unfortunately, but it's a kill. The turnabout play, Flash calls down, and Alvaro has to escape once again as Super's just trying to use his range, but with Hextech Soul, there will be no more chase while another turret just goes down for the cost of that kill. Feels like that score's just about to jump up, and you couldn't tell by this performance. Outside of the insanity there, I mean, Tarkman's his engage have been fantastic. He shows it once more to Alvaro, who's slowed down and will not be moving from that piece of ground. Kalist with another, and the Realm will bringing in KC with Baron to try and end game one right in its track. Super, he's caught out as Vladdy looks for the stun. He'll flash in under turret, but Benny says he has a secret tool in the arsenal. He's not going to use it yet because he just gets his movement speed, gets on out, charm. Okay, Zonya's beat damned. KC dropped their mid laner again. The whole of KOI have to walk into a pit where Vladdy might not be there, but 4 Fed members are.
But they're just trying to keep them away from the pit. It's Kalist just doing his damnedest, but here we go.
Onto Kana, but he's in the shroud. He shuriken flips out. He's stunned up. He's Zonya's now. But look at the Elder. It's going to drop. Kana will die, but for the Dovahkiin to fall in response is going to be called worth.
All right, so maybe they'll force a dive. Pantheon ult is coming through.
Yeah, they want to take it with Elder. They force it, no problem. Jojo's out. Stun's going to miss, but it opens access to the tier 3 turret. KC have now opened an inhibitor alongside it. Kana moves towards mid. One brick falls, the whole wall goes with it.
Another inhibitor going to be secured.
Oh.
Respect still being shown by KOI as the Elder, 10 seconds
left remaining. Alvaro's been the engage, he needs a miracle, but KC surely won't let that happen. Kana sits over the wall. Alvaro a great engage, but they need follow-up with the Dawning Darkness following in. KOI hope, they wish for a prayer, but already the engage is down. Super's about to burn too, and KC just run it forward. There was no dream, no way for KOI back in this game, and KC have made sure those underdogs stay dead.
Targamas with the fantastic counter-engage, phenomenal denial of the follow-up means that KC clean sweep the fight, and they set their sights on the Nexus.
Great stuff from KC, a commanding game number 1 to start off the series.
This is what you expect. This is our first seed. This is our first stand representative. It's only game 1, and you don't want to be an Andy, but as Andrew Day would say, it's only just begun for the French.
Is that what I would say?
I've heard you say that.
Nico, no?
Yeah, he might go AD Nico. We're gonna see where it goes in the end.
I've seen enough. Usually, you know, when the Nidalee gets locked in or whatever, you gotta give him some trust.
Yeah.
The guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Cloud, we'll see what comes up next. And we do have a bit of a lane swap, gents, with 25 seconds left to go to Grubs. I now see Mirwin playing Nico bot.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to highlight, though, is when you see Lucian Nami, oftentimes you kind of want to... And this was kind of what was missing when we actually saw MKOI get that early lead on us, was something to enable it, but here we go.
Oh, Dredgeline with Ignite. Kalist, second skin to a kill. Super doesn't get it, it's Alpha.
But still, very nice job getting that kill and netting them, those Void Grubs as well.
And look at the wave he denied top as well, able to push that in. CS lead brewing between 80 characters. Yike wants the remnants of a little pickoff of a purple Krug to already taken down. Grubs in hand and a third easily.
This top, well, bottom side from Mirwin, but there is...
Rasp, Kana turns into Cougar, wants the range pop, Blossom flash and matched. Tanglebub surely to follow, Riders unleash, Kana has nowhere to go.
Full of cross map elsewhere. KOI is in a perfectly fine position here in this early game.
Flash, Alvaro, Dredgeline turns into the Nami, but the ulti sends up Kalist. Instead, Targus with the rearranged target as a kill over to Super. Tagged out and a return dive. Super hit from the side. Alvaro! The strength of this solo laner to keep the game rolling in their favor.
I mean, we'll see how things...
He thinks so. He gets a setup. Bloody ultis.
Okay, that is the go signal to start the Herald.
Yeah, Yuya is going to take that immediately. And you can see Bloody playing incredibly scared here, but on the bottom side, yeah. Chase down, spear misses, so you won't get the speed up on the Nidalee to try and follow underneath with On the Hunt, but still, Jojo kind of having a grand old time here against Vladdy when it comes to the 1v1.
You really need to keep accelerating that. Need to keep your isolated 1v1 because there's one isolated 1v1 that's going KC's way. That's my fear. Even as Herald goes to Koi buffs, slows down the play. But again, with Grasp, with a HP Nidalee who can queue this turret, that inner is gone, and Jojo's going to get there for only the remnants.
Great trade on the map. I think KC made the right call, although Jojo will find Kana.
I wonder who wins. Okay, no, we didn't.
Yeah, the Impale is down for Yike. The wave just about to come up for Targamas, which means a lot of the twos are gone, but I don't know if they were even aware that Adacon was available. As you can see, they're trying to move down towards this bottom side, but it's gone. KC, a little late to the party.
But will they turn up for the second show? El Yoya's walking in blind, and Alvaro is running against ground, but Yike's engage might not be perfect. The Nami ulti in, Vladdy from his side. Jojo catches him by the hair of his chinny chin chin with a culling out as well. Mirwin tries to buy time, tackle by doesn't connect, but Kana with all the gold lead dredge lined up. Poss spots him through. El Yoya follows in. Kana goes deep, but meanwhile Vladdy's ulti finally comes out. Super's ulting from the back. He's ordering 3 more members. Alvaro treads
Easy way to force that fight. KC leverage their range, chip away at the HP bars, and now they'll put themselves at soul point.
And that's the way the KC need to try and play these fights. You notice that once they're on the objective, it is relatively difficult to try and oust them from that, especially when Yike has that ultimate.
At 10k though, KC now need to get in quick.
This is Yike though. Yike has been so good at stealing these. Still has the flash of the wall. There's wards in the pit. MKOI backing away, but that's a very low Baron.
Don't flip
You can
this.
go over. If you flip this, the King of Thieves will know. He'll take it from 3k to 2. KC looking to play the edge of the fight as Jojo jumps in. Kalist doesn't take a spread. KC knows that the Baron isn't recoiled. It's sitting at 3k. Impale miss, but Koya sent out. Vladdy sends him away. Thanks for the leash. Yike doesn't need to be a thief when he's the true inheritant. Alvaro's engage would be good, but with a bubble out, it's disengaged territory for KC. A double already picked up, but Kana makes Mirwin irrelevant. And
50% HP. He'd love to get that fruit, but he's going to start it off. The smite available for Koi.
Where's the
Damage
engage?
big. Alvaro against the wall, it misses. Kalist repositions, but he's sent upwards. Koi, this fight is there. This dragon is theirs as well. Something for the retribution of that poor Baron.
KC were holding a lot of healing. This will die, but will it be the bot tier 2 for it? Looks like it.
Remember, they have 3 grubs, and the great thing about Nico, even though this goes down, Nico pushes turrets incredibly quick. If we get a chance, we might watch it win.
But it's still a Baron.
You're right.
I don't know if this trade is worth it for Koi.
Okay, I take it back. I take it back. That turret goes quick. You're right, against Baron. I mean, Mirwin's still going to get inner, but now open inhibitor bot. That's going to be the trade-off.
Oh, Jojo thought he saw the angle there as Kalist went forward onto Targum. There's a wave pushing in bot lane as well that MKOI never dealt with.
Jojo flash. He flashed for that. He wants to engage on Kalist, but he gets nothing. Impaled down onto Alvaro. A bubble in the air holds him still. Koi, the thought is that they've done damage to Yike with the teleport to try and end the game. Kana's here. It's going to be mid. It's going to be Vladdy to make the move. The fight already goes bad for Yike, but in 5 versus 3, KC have themselves a defender. It's Jojo there to hold the wave. Vladdy pulls back. In goes Kana, but 1 versus 4. Not yet. Pop Blossom out. Kana's stunned up in the end. Mirwin autos to his doom. Super gets auto now for free will. And Koi, the fight, outmaneuvered, outsmarted after a mechanical playthrough bot.
KC tried to get cheeky with it, but they're just not quite able to get the win that they need. Now Targamas cancels the reset. They still want to try and hold on to this, but again, MKOI outplaying in the team fights. KC just aren't getting the value that they need from these key ultimates.
The split to Baron.
KC trying to get it back in. Yike there has flash, but is it gone?
4,
It's way
3, 2, out. Yike, not there in time. The ulti down from Jojo, genius. Vladdy's ulti does nothing. Well, Yike again is free Scorpion. I've eaten that before. It tastes great. Super knows. He goes golden. Now in a burn. It's chicken for dinner as well. El Yoya to clean that up. And Koi have sparked into the series.
out of nowhere. Koi have found the vice that they need, and now it's Kalist and Kana, but the ultimate is down. Kalist is running.
Who cares about a 4K gold lead when you have Super hot in the bot lane? El Yoya might be the leader, What do we got? KazaLoL!
Hey.
We've been seeing this come out in Asia, and granted, it hasn't been perfect.
What is this comp? Like,
But there's your AP for Koi. Now the top side objective.
Yeah, I think this is where it kind of gets a little tough, though, because I think for MKOI, you have ways to try and play towards it, right? And I like what they're doing.
He just has to be very cautious about jungle presence. And as I say that, look at Yike and Elyoya.
Boy, limps in, Targamas in, and the response. First ulti, instant flash out, but Jojo's going to be feared. On top, Yike is ready, but saved by his teammate. Elyoya did a fantastic job as Targamas got involved. Alvaro flash! He does it again! His engage is out of this world! A double over to the scaling, casted it, and Alvaro, the Spanish bull, brings in Super for a lead, for a jump. Koi know how to pick up.
Goodness, a double kill for Jojo. And the Void Grub's going to be secured in the early game as well.
He added well played to that as well. It's like
With Targamas into the flash pulverize, and you just don't have the damage from Bloody afterwards.
Look at live. Look at this Varus top. Kana about to get solo killed as we watch back, and Alvaro's coming in. The dive's going to follow up. The kill over to Merlin. Alvaro's everywhere.
Their first dragon of the game, the second overall. And nothing but impressive with how Koi are playing this early game. Elyoya and Alvaro definitely seem to be locked in how Koi is setting their sights on the top lane. They're waiting for Alvaro to arrive, and here's the cow.
He can pop his ulti straight away. Flash immediately. Burn. Kana does the same. Equalize going to do absolutely nothing. TP in response. Alvaro about to die. Yes. Targamas has him in place. Deadly Flourish misses, and Vladdy wants the kill. Takes it. Vladdy with a 1-for-1 trade, but Kana is irrelevant again in this game as Curtain Call popped out. Super waiting for a rocket jump. Yike in play. Ulti burn. He flashes. He's waiting for his ulti, but patience is key. Yike knows it. Away with the rocket jump though, and at the tip of the end, health bar flash shut down. Jojo
over towards this next Riptile fight. Yike trying to see if he can get some poke down to Elyoya, but Jojo even pushing the wave. Needs a level 11 for the fight. Alvaro goes.
He turns it into an engage. His unbreakable wheel now up and available. Super's firing away, and Targamas is caught out. Super gets a reset from that as well. Ulti burned by Elyoya. Now with the Crescent Guards down, we look towards bottom. We see a 1v1 where Miwan's getting revenge for the first two games. A hail of arrows, a hail of daggers, and a hail of top laners. Looking at Miwan's return arc.
And hail MKOI in this one. Incredible stuff from it's actually Kliss wants to open up. They want to go.
Alvaro has no ulti. There's an ulti pop by Yike. He wants backline access, but he finds it anyway. With the lights turned on, Super can't get out. Herald held down. Jojo with an ulti jumps in on top of Yike, gets a kill, but 1 versus 2. He lives.
But then Super oversteps, and he ends up getting caught as well as Alvaro now goes in.
Alvaro with his ulti available though, he has it, but he's so low on health. He ran in and Koi didn't want the engage. Explosive guard, Targamas body slam. Follow-up's great. Elyoya, Crescent Guard. He's in, but he's in 1 versus 5. Down into the ground, the captain of
are fighting back valiantly as they get themselves another 2 picks.
And it's Targamas who's swinging that sword. Really well played. Alvaro goes for the headbutt pulverize. He
got an advantage, and then Koi ended up throwing back themselves. Even with a winning position, Koi have made mistakes before, and it's KC that's first on the dragon.
Look at where Jojo is. He's in behind, though. I don't think KC realized that there's a flank going. Now they do. He got spotted on the ward.
The dragon goes down to KC at the very least. Herald also breaks open mid. That's a massive play from KC. Not only will cancel castings. Doesn't find him, doesn't go in the bush. That TP, Alvaro's waiting. A flash instant, a bump in. Vladdy's made a mistake with explosive cast. Buying time, Alvaro in the way. The deep dive from Yike. He's found Super. A kill for KC. Yike gets out. Elyoya jumps in. Vladdy running the storm down. A trade. That's what we get. Miwan dodges Deadly Flourish under turret. Chains of corruption. Targamas slow. Hail of arrows. Kana gets out. If only slight. A 2-for-1 for KC playing on inches.
Vladdy survived for so long in that engagement. Everything was sent his direction to try and keep him alive, and it means you get the 2 kills, you get the top tower. Looks like it might be traded.
For Koi, the underdogs, the 3rd seed, they now sit in front of it at 5k, being taken down. The curtain call opens up. Alvaro got his own control. There's the ulti. Yike turns the light off, but it is Super who takes
something that Jojo will have to be very cautious of as Alvaro goes
great
in.
Engage. It's onto Targamas. Maybe just dead. Super's in as well. Targamas caught out, trying to clear vision when Baron just spawned. That is an unfathomable mistake.
And Kana's on the bot side, no TP available for the next couple of seconds, so MKOI, I think they just get to rinse this. They have so much damage. Jojo, again, going to play Peacemaker with KC as he keeps him away.
He jumped onto Kalisi, jumped into the brush. He can jump back out. He's taken half his HP. The deadly flourish misses, but that gives time for Baron. Yike is sent away. 1800 jumps in, but he jumps in late. Yike is left stranded as Super covers the escape route, takes a kill. Jojo jumps in himself, and the equalizer to slow them down won't do anything of the sort. And yes, they're hitting Jojo. Yes, they killed the mid lane. KazaLoLL. Resilience cannot be understated when we talk about KC and Koi, and even their round 1 best of 5. Vladdy, though, getting dove on will take away Resilience and add in Fear. Under turret, Jojo, some good damage returns for the Chaos Storm thanks to Vladdy, but he has to back away.
This upgrade in the ultimate would be valuable for 3 members of KC, actually.
Mega Blast Cone waiting to be taken. Electro up, and he missed it. He was outside. He jumps. He's got an equalizer on top. He flushes the barriers. Curtain Call looking for this little Yordle at 4. Just misses. Meanwhile, in the rest of the fight, Jojo's now returned. He teleported in to win the rest of it. Almost thrown away by a dangerous Super. Brought back by the Canadian mid laner. It's 16. It's scaling time. It's Monka time. As Koi run to match point.
There is no more time. It is over. MKOI find the fight in front of the base, and they can go for the end.
They were doubted in round 1. They were called the underdogs, but against KC once again, biting the bullet here as Jojo looked for his last kill of the game. Koi are no longer frowned upon. Instead, the Spanish fans see all the death screens of the blue side lit up. As those timers get less and less, they wait and they look for the final moments.
Koi will set their sights on the Nexus. They'll look for match point, and in a commanding Game 3 victory, Koi will take down KC.
Why is it we always get close to an international event and Koi
going up against the Cold
not a dragon. The wrong dragon.
You know, I was wrong. It was big dragon to small dragon. Yeah.
Well, forgot about Smolder.
I really like both drafts, to be honest. I'm very happy with both teams, what they got cooking up here. I think
it's the first stack of his smites.
Jojo waiting around the corner, but Yike gets a 2-man. That's Drowsy into a sleep lilting lullaby, and it's going to find Alvaro as he flashes away. Already damage has been done, and Vladdy with the follow-up of Cliss gets first blood. Jojo now has to flap away, but Vladdy will be unrelenting with his follow-up as well. Over the wall, he'll match it, but against Red Buff, he might have gone too far. Ivan helps make it a trade, but Yike is doing grubs in the meantime, and even though kills are traded, those grubs are gone mainly to Koi or KC.
It's KC that get the initial kills in this skirmish. The way they respond to
well, she'd be perfectly fine. So I think that's where you'd be looking more towards people like Vladdy to try and make sure that he's going to stay safe. But at least he has Valkyrie and Flash in a lot of these occasions, so could keep him safe too. But
middling LCK top laner, who is now leading the league. Now, what can be done up here? Let's look at the play. Targmas has set this up, and Alvaro's caught out. Ulti gets only one, but not yet. He stands, he delivers. Scuttle on the way to Dragon, and stopping Dragon's not going to be good, but Kana's just right there. He ulties as Elyoya is sniffing flowers. Redemption heals him up, buying time with the trigger seed. It's great, but look, Mirwin's caught out, has to flash through mid, and Kana's a tank. He's bought so much time. KC, this fight looks unbelievably good. Mum called in, but she's in another room. They don't care. The brawl between kids keeps on happening as KC just regain control. Not only Herald, but Dragon. Double objective is big.
The helicopter and the parents doesn't show up in that one, and it means that KC are able to get in towards the Dragon. They get the Rift Herald, immediately goes down in mid, won't be able to finish off the tower, but will get a good chunk. And Kana, that was so much damage onto Elyoya.
Just a very nice sequence.
Oh, he's 5 seconds off. Look, count it down. 3, 2, 1. Ulti's in. And Mirwin, he's going to be put to sleep. Bedtime coming a little bit early here, and Mirwin already knows he's going to stand in place, and Decimating Smash makes it easy. Great time.
I don't think it's long for this world.
No. It's just constant clear.
Easy, secure. And KC just taking firm grasp of this game. We're 18 minutes in. It's a nearly 3k gold lead. It's likely going to be that once Kana secures this objective, and they didn't have to do anything complicated. That last out of tower in the top lane will be the next point of focus for KC. And they are very
line.
But that dude is tanky as hell. He fears not walking in. Great poppy ult though. A disengage as the Atakan comes close, but 6K, it's not going down quick enough. And KC are moving into position. Koi are getting threatened out. Daisy playing zone control. That's nice for now, but at 3K, maybe a flip, maybe something for Elyoya. Patience wearing thin. 2.5. Solar flare engage. Carter sets that up. Elyoya puts him to sleep. Good night. Sleep time. Game 5. It's all right.
The line has been tranquilized, put to sleep, and the kingdom that MKOI was building is crumbling around them. Incredible fight.
They needed to clean up the fight. Beautiful execution from KC as they get themselves 5-0.
And if one falls, they all fall. The chase down potential from KC is disgusting. The movement speed on so many different members. KC have done just that. 3 dragons now to their name. Pressure on the map. And MKOI again kind of moving as this unit, trying to find some...
How it handles out. Kana's going to ulti, try and send us to the final charade of our top 3 in the league to face off against G2. KC are done. They do not say goodnight this time. They do not give up. An ulti away. Mirwin is panicking because Yike has his number. The dust, it's so full. And everyone jumping in on the Jojo can't stop because Kana doesn't die. KC with more merits.
Mirwin ults to
Still playing this game then. A turret trying to be taken by this Ambessa. I mean, Mirwin wants gold because Koi have none. Back to the drawing board it seems as Targamas might even be executed here with Baron to all 5.
Bot tower. A small moment of relief.
Fearless for the last game of the best of 5. 11,000 is the difference. Koi on their deathbed here, hoping to defend what seems to be an impossible task. Mirwin will jump in, but you see Vladdy as a Corky stands and cares not.
Cannon Minion doing a lot of the work, likely to finish off this tower. They'll get the extra wave, and there it will go. The first inhibitor has been exposed, but KC, they don't want to slow down. They move their way over towards mid lane, and they'll take another.
The MKOI waves just don't exist. The second they walk into range of Kalist, they disintegrate. And it's just allowing KC to walk wherever the hell they want. They will back off. 2 inhibitors taken.
Targa.
Up still goes.
Solar Flare's great. It's an engage onto Jojo, but not bad, but the damage again. Yike hitting another sleep means Alvaro will be next to go. And with the Nexus in their eyes, with an ulti from Mirwin to escape, KC will just take the remnants of what's left on Koi's standings. This is it, yet again, another deja vu. KC always find a way. Koi are going to deliver one more game for us, but this will send us to MSI. This will be our final charade.
Renekton is the same thing, yeah, okay.
Okay, Renekton game 5 against Cassante, hoping to push the limits of the lane a bit. These drafts from game 1 and 2, they've been wave clear. Yike also coming up as well. Quick back. Can they stop it? Mirwin, he stays. In the end, he's not level 6, so he needs the wave. He's got a couple of minions to go, but he's interrupted. Flash away, Super's coming under turret, you said it! Then he chop, bloody chop. Super has already picked up the kill. Getting excited as well for Koi. They've also got Alvaro. Yike's caught out. What a play from the superstar 80 carries.
This dragon is looking tense. Here comes Yike.
Alvaro looking for the hook. Yike sends the ulti. It lands perfectly, but it's not onto Super. Again, how strong are they? Vladdy gets stolen out, but Super looking for the reset. Out of mana, though. Out of mana. The ignite down to Jojo as well. Vladdy looking for the abscond of Duckton. Miasma needs to come out with a bullet time. Into range. KC needed to fight early, and they shot.
You needed to stay away as MKOI. You don't have the damage to try and match back against this. And when KC, at least able to get the Void Grubs. But still, that gold swing back to KC.
Obetti carries the input now shown. The flash forward for the ulti for Kalist. Brilliant way to finish off as Koi still get 3 grubs. And mind you,
Super can't clear or at least approach the wave as effectively as Kalist, which then opens up Targamas with his ultimate to now use a bot lane. Point to case.
Oh, he missed so Vladdy missed. The Petrifying Gaze connected. Jojo flashes away. Kite's back with the shield as Rand connects. Targamas has done his job while Alvaro sets up for the kill. One step, Super flashes in, getting excited. On the Targamas gets another. A double over to Super Hot. He'll die, but a Jinx has 4 kills. That's
Kallista's basically been solo farming.
Yeah.
Non-stop roaming. Ooh, target miss.
Yeah, he's caught out.
He's
Petrifying
dead.
Gaze keeps him in dead, or rather than Miasma. The bullet time zones out to save the support, but with a zap, with a rocket, kill number 5, Super Trooper again. Guys, bring equilibrium in as Yike is walking in.
But look at where Mirren is, just kind of cutting off Renekton from getting in here.
Nature's Grasp going to do exactly that. It might turn into a play. It captures again the hook. Lands for the bullet time. Does even better. The setup is great as Elyoya gets straight to Petrifying Gaze though. The Canadian turns and burns. Super now with
What it looks like is MKOI don't feel confident enough to try and step up to KC when they've got the control.
That mid tower as well. It's completely exposed right now.
Ooh.
Koi have the wave as well.
Almost.
Super doing decent damage to it. Elyoya has the ultimate if they really want to just throw that down, but no, they don't want to risk it.
Chomper's trying to cut that gap. A noxious blast as well from Jojo. He's now level 11 with his Petrifying Gaze. Alvaro wants a hook. There's a ward here, but it's not deep enough to see what else is going on. So Herald and out. That's just going to be the play, as you said, for a turret exposed.
I will say, I think Koi played a little too scared there.
They did.
I think they had so much control over the mid wave, and it would have been super easy for Super to finish off that turret, get excited, and then run away to safety. Now, though, Kana's isolated in the bot lane.
He's slowed down. He has no way of getting out. His flash already burned. Mirwin tries to predict those. Slice and dice gets him through anyway. Nature's Grasp as well. Wait for the flip. Mirwin finds him, and this Dominus won't be giving him enough health. Even under turret, Elyoya cares not. Bramble smash. 1 versus 3. Kana's not enough. Jojo joined in while Herald is going to be used top in this counter play.
That's the thing, MKOI didn't end up pushing mid to get the mid tower. They didn't rotate bot to get the bot tower, which means KC get back onto the map and are able to now put pressure. Alvaro!
He got a hook. He got a hook. It's in his pocket. He got the hook. Kalista half. Zapped away. But Super's got a new target. His target will just run out. Alvaro's already used his hookers. Top side will not end up.
Dragon, they're just going to look for a setup in this top side.
Looks like it. They want to get a bit of deep vision control around that side of the map. Kana finally going to get this bot tower. KC should be able to secure this.
Oh, but it's an engage. It's an engage. You say that, but Kalist not caught out by the cats. Instead, they look for Alvaro. Chomper's out. Bullet time. Onto 2. Re-engage from Targamas. Elyoya in trouble. Shighlights out of range.
Quite slowly. This will give a lot of time for Koi to unlock this mid tower.
And that's really what they wanted. The fact that MKOI kind of hid in the bush, they didn't fully commit to that tier 2 and top, which I think is what KC were expecting. Means that they're able to get that mid lane tower, still establish that vision that they need to. Dragon will eventually go.
All split long.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he can make a Zeka play of his own.
Oh, no, the hook misses, though. Jack sends out the ulti. It's into Mirwin, so they don't care too much, but they need a good engage. Vladdy will find it first. There's a flip back, though. Vladdy's in trouble. Mirwin dodging the bullet time. It only gets Alvaro as well. The pushback while he deals with 2 as a Super Mega Death Rocket, and the flip again. Galio ulti in. A 1-man. A flash. Casey, though, disengaging. A twisted advance. Set up beautifully. This Cassandre team fighting will take it all out, and Yike will die. Mirwin slow. He's now got to go away. Nature's Grass as Vladdy wants to turn target, but MKOI trying to get into position as Mirwin runs for his dear life, dashes away, and the Miasma stops.
Wants to contest this Anakan. Only 3 members. Here comes Jojo.
Kana doesn't have ulti. He needs to flash in, find a core target, but Super spacing well. 4 members there. Kana walked in, but to his detriment, he'll stand and die. The Alvaro, that's not worth because Super, I'm very scared. Casey trying to wrap this game up in a different part of the map for now. That means the push to get somewhere because Ocean Dragon number 2 is going to go down. But KC need more gold. They need it now. And top is at least going to inhibit that a bit.
KC need to start looking at people for making these big plays. This is where you can make or break your entire playoffs. One massive ultimate steal from Vladdy could turn it. One massive ultimate from Targamas could be it. But it has to be into key members, and MKOI are not giving them that chance. They are constantly pushing final since then. For MKOI, losing to G2 last year, denying that opportunity for themselves. Now,
Gents, Yike, the hero, the thief, needs a miracle. Yike on a vision, but Miasma not denied. It's taken by Koi. He can't get it done in the most crucial moment of his year so far.
and it's KC who need to defend.
I'm going to need my asthma puffer because that miasma was perfect. I think Yike can breathe either in a turret, mid going down with it as well. The straw that breaks the camel's back for Spain. It's that Baron, it's the onslaught yet to come.
KC turn their attention onto Mio, and that's 2 members in the mid lane. I don't know if they even have the damage to kill him.
It's gone to Duck. They've got a Maokai ult as well, but he's going to all out onto Karmine. Elyoya is coming to the rescue. He's got an ulti as well. In fact, 20 seconds away. Flip back, bullet time, a shutdown. Mio's down. That's 1 Baron less to deal with. Koi looking for a hook, but Alvaro's on vision. Jojo hasn't swept that ward. Super's there as well.
KC are trying to barrel down the mid lane, draw MKOI out of here. Hook goes wide.
Bloody Abscon's away. When there's a will, there's a way.
The wave is still there. KC just want to run this the whole way down mid. As long as they can keep MKOI separated, they're okay. Targamas trying to play keep away.
Grasp in through mid. KC have been rooted in. Jojo stands. He delivers yet again onto Targamas. It's 3 kills onto this statue of Shike, running for his life. But the series to keep going. Petrifying gaze. Cleanse the way. Great ulti from Targamas. Bloody jumps in as well. They were winning it until Super got his reset, got his kill.
They go towards Elyoya. He still has the ultimate up available. Vladdy doesn't have that option to steal any of these ults, so you've just got way more DPS on the MKOI side, and they know it as they go for the engage. Very so well, and the DPS from MKOI is absurd right now.
MKOI back out onto the map. Dragon secured with the Baron. The base is in their eyes. The finals is in their eyes. A spot at MSI in their eyes as Elyoya throws the ulti down.
As Yike throws it as well, but his less more impactful. A turret dead, another one soon. An inhibitor with an excited Super. And how excited would you be right now watching these underdogs clean out our first seed?
There is one last fight in KC. One more moment to bring it. But MKOI to get it
again! They find it! Jojo, once again, gets a GA, but he stands, he delivers. I've said it so many times because the redemption of this mid laner is insane. A bullet time on a tank means not. Super flashes forward, and Dagda, I think that's it.
Super with the triple kill, and Koi looking for the end.
But can they? Triple kill already. Koi are running away. They're not confident enough. They get the wave.
They only need the wave. KC, they're staying.
How do they find a way? How do Koi always find a way? It's so funny with the cats as well. The hook in. Jojo's booking a ticket home. Not as a Canadian, but as one of the European elite. You call them mad, but they're movie stars now. Heroes of the screen.